So this journal here I made for a friend of mine, and this is a prayer journal. And I put the long tassel coming off of a clip to hang onto the front of the journal because I didn't want to cover up any of the antique lace that's on it. And the back cover is also antique lace, which I'll show you in a minute. And so I put it on a larger, it's a purple clip, and then that way it doesn't really interfere with the lace that sticks up here. But I did put a few antique laces in the tassel and some other ribbons, sari silk, and then there's a charm there. And it just clips off. I did have it pinned here, which I liked, but then sometimes tassels can be annoying if you are using your journal quite a bit. So I just made it so it clips. So I'll just lay that over there. And so this is 5.5 wide by 10. It ended up being a little taller with the lace that overhangs it. But so all these are well over 100-year-old laces. They're antique. I think this one here is the oldest. It's this piece here. But that's really cute there, little flowers. And then this piece here, I covered up the brown with another piece of lace because it has a brown backing, and then I put a word under here, and it says comforter, since this is a prayer journal. And then on the back, since it's purple themed, I just put this flower back here because there was an intersection of my lace that I didn't care for. So, and then I have a doily, antique doily here, and then all the other antique laces. And underneath the doily, it kind of hooks on the corner, and it lifts up, and there's a secret pocket, just a little tag that goes in there, and it just kind of locks onto the corner so it doesn't flap around. And then I did 2 closures since it is 10 inches. I didn't want the ends curling up, so I did 2 of those with the ironed out sari silk, the little charms. Still using up some of my purple. And actually, I'll just open up the whole thing so you can see all the lace quick. So this is the first cover that I've made where it's all solid antique lace. I usually do them on my page edges, and then I kind of hoard my lace instead of actually using it. So like in the front cover here, because I had the dark purple here, and this here, I really didn't like how they went together. I didn't think those 2 purples went together that great, so I brought this darker purple that kind of matched that over to this side. And then on this side, I brought the same paper, so it kind of helps it to all blend together. So I just have a large tag. I did paper, looks like an envelope, just kind of inked up the creases. And then I did this little paper pad with the eyelets and the sari ribbon. And once I made my bow, I set the iron on it so it turned out nice and flat. And there's a little coffee dyed envelope, the journaling card. It says Daughter of God on it. The envelope flap got bent there. And then this piece here actually lifts up. And there's a secret pocket under there. It says Expect a Miracle on it. And then I cut off some ledger paper. And it's all numbered all the way down to number 32. And it says Prayer List at the top. And then that just tucks into the pockets. And I think this is really cute. Then there's a Bible verse stamped here. A purple dyed writing paper. Another verse. I had purple paper clips. They're metallic though, but that's alright. Just did some script down here and some vine stitching for my sewing machine. Just kind of did a little bit of something on every page. Lots of writing places, space. I really like this ribbon here. I did a coffee filter with my airbrush and stencil. And that one just says Rejoice on it with a, kind of look like an angel, a little bit, angel wing maybe. Oh, it's ruffled like that, and there's a tab, some ledger paper, a couple antique laces throughout. Seems like the faster I try to flip through, I can't flip through the pages. So this is just some reverse stenciling where you lay your stencil after you've used it onto the paper to get the remaining paint off of it. There's some fabric there, some rose trim, purple paper, another Bible verse, and there's a little crossword paper, purple feather stamp down here, and purple washi, antique lace piece, another Bible verse. This is an antique lace, but it's purple, some script, doily, some tooling up here ruffled up, and then a journaling tag. Now these I also dyed, these shipping tags. They turned out pretty neat. And I mixed coffee in with that too. That one has a Bible verse on it. I have quite a few stamps with Bible verses on them. And then this is the center. And I did the sewn in envelope so you didn't see my stitching. There's just some purple writing paper in there that I dyed. And the coffee dyed envelope. And I did ink up around all the creases and did some sewing on the envelope. Let my paper kind of hang out there. And then the little torn paper that says Grace on it. I actually want that in the middle because that's supposed to be where my bead comes out of, between that little bow there. And there's a little tuck spot here. You can see the paper's really pretty. It's got purple on it. Purple stamp, doily, some purple sari silk. I do got to get some more of this. I have very little left, and I really like that dark purple sari silk. Some antique lace, and then I have a bead up here pinned at the top. And then I have just a little butterfly with some cheesecloth and some of my extra sewing threads. And then in this glassine envelope, this piece of lace I got from a museum auction. They were closing. And this lace was donated back in 1967, so it must have been even old at that point to be donated at that time. So I just sewed it on to a purple paper and put it in a glassine envelope. We got a purple paper clip. And then I have another bead on this page here. Another Bible verse on the back. And then I took my plain canvas and just stamped some script onto the tab. You can see the silhouette of a girl praying there. Some silk ribbon. And here's the other side of the crossword page, and I put some biblical words in there. I left the other one plain so they could fill it in, and then some other scriptures. Another purple dyed tag. And then here's a tuck spot. This says well-watered woman. And so that's why I put the watering can up there with the flowers in it. Just some more pretty paper. And then I have the little ribbons sewed at the top. And then this tag here was also coffee dyed and dyed in purple, but I embossed it also. And then this envelope here flips out some purple dyed writing paper and a scripture here, and then there's a music note down here. Since I put the instrument on the envelope, you can kind of see there's some of the airbrush stenciling around the envelope. And then the other side of the envelope here is a tuck spot. And then here's some, the Bible and some books. And then there's another envelope here that flips out with some more purple writing paper. And this was also dyed in the purple that I did. And some airbrush of the stencil. And I did some sewing. There's a tab. There's some leisure with some of the purple rose ribbon, stamped butterfly, purple paper clip. And here is the coffee filter again. And you can see it kind of has like the letter C on it, which is, I don't know how that got there, but the person that it's going to, that's the first letter of her name. So that's kind of cool. This is actually an envelope here, the seal. Another tuck spot here. Just says Bear Good Fruit up here. And there's some fruits right there. Some purple dyed paper. There's a little half a flip with a tag pocket. And then we're at the back, and then here's kind of a mini journal. Paper's not coffee dyed. Just says blessings in the center. Just left it all plain with purple paper. I should do a trim there. They're never really finished, are they? So that is that one. Thanks for watching.